Hi guys, and welcome to our Saturday night hangout. The dogs have gone crazy. As soon as the music comes on, they go absolutely mental. We are so pleased that not today,
It's not going to be just me, thank God.
They got crazy. We're so pleased that Madam Adam is joining us today for our free live with, Divination chat and, of course, reads for everybody out there. If you don't know who Madam Adam is, which I don't believe truly, you will find him on Instagram, officialmadamadam. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is great. We love a good hangout sesh with some spiritual baddies. This is always a good time.
If the dogs will let us.
Yes, well, mine too. So to be real, I'm glad it's not just me. We're all human. Yes. Is that something that you guys deal with, like when you do reads for other people, that you have to like finagle your pets and stuff like that?
Yes, we kind of put them away for private reads.
Yeah, I do as much as I can, but like my husband isn't always, I mean, I work from home, right? This is my office. I've got the Bride of Frankenstein literally playing in the background right there. So, but like, you know, I work from home and my husband isn't always home now. He's got his own stuff as well, but we have 3 dogs and sometimes I'm in the middle of like a really good tangent. I'm in the middle of a really good message and it's like, no,
It happens with my cats. I have 5 cats.
yeah.
They can be sleeping all the time, but the moment I'm doing a reading, they're like, meow, scratching
Yeah.
the door. Scratch, scratch,
What
scratch.
is that? It's like, oh, now you're busy. Now there's things happening. I want to be involved. And normally like they're really good they love the energy and they kind of just sit under the table and chill and they calm down and all of that. But there's always that like, someone's at the door, Dad. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. Like,
yeah.
You're truly a great tarot reader if you didn't have fur babies.
That's true. It's true.
I think that's a solid question.
Yeah.
Are we all going to calm down? It's because Jane's got chips on the desk.
Oh, that's
there you go.
it.
English chips. So
That's it. Maybe. You're going to give them chips.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get chips.
Of course. Spoiled rotten, a lot of them.
Well, they usually get Sunday dinner on Sunday. So a bit of roast, a bit of potato, and a bit of gravy.
Okay. Well, I mean, my dogs don't eat like kibble or anything. They eat like real food. It's frozen, but it's real food that we like thaw out for them and everything. So they're not eating kibble over here. You know what I mean? But that's bougie. That's fancy. Little baked taters. Okay.
Yes, I'm around here with my cats. Like I buy them this kind of tins, but they are not tins of unidentifiable stuff. They are tins like with proper visible chicken and and it's like you're eating better than I.
If I'm gonna feed it to them, like if the world was ending, I could be able to eat it too. Like it's not gonna. You know what I mean? I know that's silly, but like I don't want to feed them processed nonsense. You know, I want to know what's in it. So it's always like there's like potatoes in it and stuff like that. But yeah, we love our animals, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
So what amazing decks have we got with us today?
Let's see. I have a few actually. I have Todd Alcott's latest horror deck, Horror Tarot.
Oh, show us.
On I just did a review on my YouTube, which is madamadam LLC. This is how it comes out. It's very vintage, very cool looking. It presents like a book, right? We like that. His other deck is Pulp Tarot, which harkens like vintage, you know, books and magazines. So it's the same kind of thing. But it's you know, it's scary movie stuff, it's horror things. And he created like a fictitious movie studio.
Like posters.
Yeah, it's like posters and book covers, and that's the Hierophant over there. Yes. So yeah, this is the one I've been really drawn to lately. Very cool, very classic, very simple. I'm not sure how beginner friendly it is though. because some of the images like don't have the numbers like readily available to you on the card, but they do often have keywords on them, which I think is very beginner friendly and something that's, you know, really good to have, even if you are experienced as well, to have a kind of different version of a definition is great. And I have some Threads of Fate decks, some shiny Threads of Fate Empyrean Tarot up in here as well. And the other one I really enjoyed that I have right in front of me is called Mio Im's Tarot, which is based on a tattoo artist. Also, I obviously love the spooky. I love the macabre. Horror is kind of my thing. So
I love that one.
This one, the Emperor, gorgeous. I love the High Priestess in this deck.
What's the deck again?
This is called Mio Im. MIOIM apostrophe S. Look at the tower. Tell me this isn't like the perfect.
Oh, I love it.
Isn't that great? So I love this. So, but yeah, it's a very spooky kind of macabre. It's based on like a tattoo artist that wanted to make their own deck. I will not lie to you. This deck is expensive. And I didn't know that because it was sent to me by the creators.
Wow.
It was expensive. So, but it's huge.
It's huge. Yeah, I was going to say that. It's not suitable for our hands, Jane.
Yeah, well, I shuffle.
Big hands.
We can't. And with the nails, but like I shuffle this one long ways. You know what I mean? I shuffle on a corner and then I go in, but I'm a size.
If it's flexible, you can do that.
Yeah, yeah. It depends really well. I'm a size queen with decks. I like a big deck girl. So, but yeah, this one is one of my favorites.
Have you got the Beauty of Horror?
What's that?
Have you got the Beauty of Horror tarot?
No, I've seen that one, but I need to get that one as you wheel to it. Of course you have it.
It's beautiful. I use that a lot. Keep reading it. Really,
yeah.
It's Rider-Waite-Smith, basically, but horror.
Yes.
We've got the Knight of Wands there.
Oh, gorge. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it. Why didn't you show me that?
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Oh, it's great.
Tower.
Oh, yeah, man. I love spooky.
One of my favorites, the Beauty of Horror.
Helen's got the Dark Crystal Tarot. I've seen that one as well. I like a good, I hope this isn't offensive, but I consider some of those like novelty decks, you know, decks that have like an IP attached to them. Like the Alice in Wonderland deck is cool. It's fun. But like some of the images, I'm like, y'all just wanted to make a deck, didn't you?
Well, I think you struggle with some of them when they aren't you can't even get a crowbar out and put them into a Rider-Waite-Smith.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because when I get a new tarot deck, every single time I'll go through every single card.
Yeah.
Make sure that, you know, that for me is cool with the way that I read. But sometimes you're looking at them and thinking, can I crowbar that in somehow?
Yeah, that's what's one of my go-to cards I look for is the Lovers. I always look for that one because if you know anything about me, I don't really enjoy romantic reads because I think it's kind of low-hanging fruit. I think it's kind of come from a Hollywood glamorized fortune telly kind of thing. And yes, there's plenty of room in life for romance. But love is a spectrum, and narrowing it down to that is really close-minded to me. So when like I'll flip through a deck and the Lovers is two people, like, you know, I'm like, okay, toss. Like I can't like.
I'm the Empress card.
Yeah, really.
I can't do pregnant Empress.
Yes. I fully agree on that. See, but my crowbar for that is like pregnant with ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my crowbar with it, but it's still like, it's hard to veer a mind back to like, get out of what you're thinking. We have to do it enough with like the Devil, the Tower. We have to do it enough with the names, you know?
So Maria, what deck have you got with you tonight?
Okay, so I have the basic pitch of the Kingdom, but I just have Rider-Waite-Smith. It's the mini version. I don't know. It's the Radiant Wise mini or something like that. So I'm just basic today. Sorry, I don't have anything cool to post for you.
Perfect. I've got a mixture, but it's a mixture of systems. So I've got my Universal Weight tarot deck. I've got a set of custom rooms. I've got the Witch's Familiar Room deck, but I also have my own deck that
Jane's own deck, the
Okay.
the Celtic alphabet.
Fabulous.
So depending on what I'm drawing, it'll be depending on what I'm doing.
And I'm going
that.
old school today. I've got Le Grand Jeu.
Yes.
I have the original Kipper deck from
Yeah.
the 19th century, and I have a few different Lenormand decks.
That deck's
Fabulous.
all about ages gone by.
Yes, of course, yeah. It's from about 1890.
Arwen is calling me a pork chop.
Sorry?
What,
Can you ban her?
Who?
Can you just ban her?
Why are you calling her a pork chop?
It's just a basic witch. Every reality show needs one. You are the pork chop. Can you ban her? Thank you very much. Wow. Wow.
And the manga tarot as well.
I love that one. I have that one and the anime as well. When I go to, there's an anime convention I go to, and I bring that one exclusively. So yeah.
I guess we're jump into some readings.
Yeah, I'd love to.
We've got a few people on already. I will dish them out, and then we'll all read successively, if that's all right with everyone.
I'm down for whatever.
Okay. So I will let our guest start first with Ashriel. And his question is, what can he look forward to in the months of April and May?
This is so cool. I love how the question is right there. Like, this is so high tech and fabulous. I just wanted to say that. Like, production, 10 out of 10.
This is Maria. How can I best support my physical body?
Fabulous.
Got it. Thank you.
And I'm just working down. Lady Leah, if you want to ask a question about the timing technique with Lenormand, just pop it in and I talk about it. Jane, Helen asked, what does she need to know about her workplace next school year? All right. Yeah. Okay, so we're back on with Madam Adam and Ashriel Knight.
Perfect. What can I look forward to in the months of April and May? Fabulous. Well, we're going to do March, April, and May because we're in March now, and I can't do a 2-card spread because it irks me. I just can't. I need odd number spreads. You know what I'm saying? I'm weird like that. So, okay, March, April, May. Let's see. Ooh, all right. Well, March is getting over some things. April, May. Okay, and I'm using my Todd Alcott Horror Tarot, which again, the full deck review is on my YouTube. So for March, I've got 10 of Swords energy, which they have as alarming tale of doom in the tradition. So 10 of Swords energy isn't great. We know that. 10 of Swords energy is a mental thing. Swords are thoughts, words, and actions. So I often attribute this to comparison. 10s come from the Wheel of Fortune of the major arcana. So it has to do with abundance. It has to do with the cycle of abundance and how it comes to you. So maybe we're dealing with some disappointments. Maybe we're dealing with some mental anguish. Maybe we're feeling a little let down. We're feeling a little, defeated, depleted right now. So April is about planting the seed. So Ace of Pentacles energy, manifesting your material goals. Absolutely. So planting the seed in the next month, April, fabulous spring. We love that for you. So it's about planting the seed, and manifestation by definition is demonstration. So being willing to participate in it, pull these swords out of your back, making sure that you're not playing victim, that we're not waiting for things to get better, that we're doing things about them. And then, so March, April, May is about moving on from the things that hinder the growth. So 8 of Cups energy for the month of May. Notice the kind of the look in the eye. I really like that imagery of we're kind of having hindsight and needing to look backward at the tale of the past and that kind of thing. So March is about knowing your disappointments, your mental anguish, pulling those swords out of your back, no longer comparing what FOMO abundance you have, what ideas of success or abundance exist that were given to you from the outside in, pulling those out of you, focusing on what's true for you, being honest with yourself. April is planting those seeds to get what you want. And May is about moving on from emotional things that don't serve. So I imagine that like in this 8 of Pentacles energy, the April of it all, you might have people that are like, what are you doing over there? What are you growing? And might make you doubtful. And you might need to move on from those people in April. So that's what I got. Resonation Station, I hope.
Magic.
Yes.
Maria, you are up.
Yeah, I'm up with Laura, and she asked, how can I better support my physical body? So, what I'm getting here from this spread, Laura, is that while the focus might be on your physical body, in reality, in order to do the best that you can for it, you need to look at yourself as a whole, because it is not just what you do with your body in terms of taking care of it, it is also how you are taking care of yourself in other areas that is going to allow you to feel better. I would say that whenever you are making choices regarding your physical health, regarding how you are nourishing your body, don't take this kind of all or nothing attitude, because what I see is that you might be in a situation in which you're a bit forced to make better choices by yourself, for yourself or for your body. The thing here is that you can be aiming for this idea of perfection, for this idea of I am going to eat right and I am going to eat organic, and then you are aiming for this kind of perfection, but then one day you eat a cake and you are like, oh well, fuck it all because I already broke the strike, right? So the thing here is that you need to make the best choice possible for you without really letting that become an obstacle for you, because what I see is that you can easily fall into, I'm going to do this very, very, very well, but then the moment that something doesn't go as expected, you can throw the entire thing away. And that in regards to the choices that you're making to nourishing your body, to taking care of it, but also when it comes to what circumstances are you exposing yourself to in terms of anxiety inducing situations, in terms of what kind of people are you surrounded by, and what does that trigger on you, and how do you react to that in terms of activities, in terms of choices. It is kind of this integral thing. So I would pay a lot of attention to what you are exposing yourself to in general, and also stay away from this all or nothing kind of mindset towards it. Hope it helps. I spoke a lot. Sorry about that.
Love that. No, I think that's great. I think that resonates across the board too. I hope that resonates for a lot of other people. I feel that too. I'm very similar in like an all or nothing kind of. That was solid. Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, Flump. Oh, I missed Flump.
Jane, you're up.
So Helen, what you need to know about your workplace next school year, there's going to be a feeling from a lot of like conflicts in that sense. There's going to be positivity coming in, so if there's been a bit of drama, things like that, things will work themselves out. You might have some underlying anxieties. You might actually find it, you might even be getting paired working with someone, or there's going to be some parents that didn't work that could cause you some stress, but it's about actually having some boundaries. Beware you've been like manipulated, and what I mean by that is don't allow people to pull your strings to get you to act in ways which aren't really aligned to you in that sense. Actually understand what you're wanting yourself and what you're wanting to actually do within work, because from that's how you create that balance. It's that equality, and if you actually don't enforce them boundaries, people are going to take and take and take as much as what you're willing to let them. You can only kind of, you set the bar for yourself as regards to how you allow people to treat you in that way, and people will only treat you in a way in which you allow them. So with regards to work, that sense, don't let them push your buttons too much. They'll get you to do far more, say out with you, even contract in that sense. There would be a potential for travelling within work as well, but I do see that overall you're going to feel rather, accomplished within it, but feel a lot more satisfied within yourself. It's going to be a lot more emotionally fulfilling for you.
Cool. That was a whole
pep talk in a moment.
All rundown. So basically, there's going to be getting over the bullshit that's been happening, the drama and any conflicts like that. It is going to get better. There's going to be a state of healing going on, whether it's in your department, whether it's with your colleagues. That kind of crap's going to finish. Except, You might be feeling a little bit defensive. Keep your boundaries up. Don't let folk take more than what you're willing to give them, especially, you know, making you stay late, whatever like that. You know, you might find you're getting asked to do some travel, or, you know, in that sense, it could even be like moving on up. But you are going to be a lot more happier with it.
Cool. That's what we like.
Yes.
Okay, I'm reading for Connie B on whether she will find a new teaching job for school next year. I use the Kipper cards, and it looks like you're going to be hearing of something much, much sooner. However, it's not going to be 100% what you're looking for. So you're going to be of two minds whether it is that perfect placement for you. It could be a little bit too far travel-wise, for example, or it's a place where you've thought that you wouldn't want to take a job there in the future. But there is something coming in really soon. It's just that question of whether it is the right one. And if you don't take that one and wait a little bit longer, you may find that it worries you in that you get closer and closer to the new school term starting, and it may be a good idea to take the one that comes up soon, even if it's as a temporary to bridge you until that perfect one comes forth. All right, come on, Flump, get down.
Flump is needed today.
It makes me very warm. Very, very warm. Okay. So let's dish some more out.
Yeah.
Let's see if we've got any juicy questions. Okay. Madam Adam, Karen asked, the next time I see him in person,
romance, his favorite.
How will my experience with him go?
Yes. Okay. I can do that. I'll do it my way.
That was an evil laugh.
Yes, I do it my way.
Okay, I am okay. Maria,
Tell
my
me.
name is Diana. If I start the online business I have in mind, how will it turn out?
Thank you.
Jane, I have a toughie. They've had a tough year, and how will the rest of the year go? Is that all right? And Arwin, I'll do yours afterwards, and then you can kick me in the teeth if I'm wrong. I'm seeing her at Reader's Studio, so
it's free, so I think it's fine.
Okay, Madam Adam, you are up.
All right, let's do it. So we're going to see them again, and we want to know how that's going to go, right? Okay, so first and foremost, let us remember that love is choice. So however this goes is dependent on the energy that you bring with you. Okay, so it all depends on how much energy, how much power you allow this person to have over you, right? So that has to do with a lot of it to begin with. Love is choice. There's no mystical mumbo nonsense about that. Love is entirely choice. Yes, we are connected. Yes, we have feelings and gravitate towards people. Yes, there's energetic pulls towards things. Absolutely. But the way that we engage with other people is entirely up to you. So if you want it to go well, you make sure that you lower your expectations. 3 of Swords energy is a mental thing. It's not an emotional thing, right? So your disappointments are directly related to your expectations. Start there, okay? So, and I love when the cards are like what he said. So here's what I've got. Queen of Swords energy. And I love this image. It's like, oops, I didn't mean to kill him. It was an accident. I love that. So this Queen of Swords energy is very much, they have an unbiased independence. So I often call Queen of Swords energy the Cardi B of the deck. She doesn't start fights, but she sure as fuck finishes them. She doesn't look for issues, but when there are issues, she deals with them accordingly. So the Queen of Swords, queens come from death of the major arcana. So it's about the passive transformation. You've changed. You are different than you used to be since you last seen this person. So now, when you go and see them again, don't expect issues. But if there are red flags, if we're going through the motions, if we're doing the same nonsense, then you speak on it, pause on it, and use your sword energy, your logic, your thoughts, words, and actions, and speak on it. So you also have 7 of Pentacles energy. And I love this one because she's like, look upon my works, look at my deeds. Ah, yes, I am prosperous. Look at my things. 7 of Pentacles energy comes from the Chariot. So essentially abundance and the reflection of. So your road to victory with this conversation and seeing that person again is dependent on you looking back, reflecting, and seeing what's changed in you, where you are now, not expecting issues and moving forward without them. And in the meantime, Queen of Cups energy. Be kind to you, treat yourself to some love, some self-care, you know, show them what they're missing without having you around. But remember, like I said at the very start of this, it's entirely up to you. Pay attention and listen to the words people say. It doesn't matter what they mean. What matters is what the fuck they said.
Okay?
Okay?
Well, Jane always says, and also listen to what they don't say.
Yeah.
It's just as if what they don't
Absolutely.
say.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but people are always like, well, I meant, no. It's what you said. You know, so start there. But it's a very passive. You got 2 queens, so it's a very passive experience. Don't expect much. Just show up.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like the passive of the 2 queens. I think that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
All right, Maria, you're up.
Okay, so I am with Diana, and her question was about the business that she wants to start, and how would that go? And what I see here is that this is an idea with a lot of potential, but this is not something that is going to really have an impact in your life overnight, Diana. So looking at this, I would say, sure, go for it, but just get started, do whatever you can to bring that idea to fruition, and also do whatever else you need to do to sustain yourself in the meanwhile, because it looks like the kind of thing that through consistency and through repetition and through showing up, you can bring to be first a source of income that's complementary, and it has the potential to turn into something that could replace a source of income that comes from a different place. But this is a very slow long-term situation. I like that there is a lot of earth here, and also that there's a lot of water, so we are dealing with some fertile soil here with the sun right at the center. Like, I see this as something that really can grow, but the initial stages are super slow, and I would not get lost in the details here. I would say start what you can with whatever you have, because the chances are that when you put a website out there, no one is going to see it anyway. So just put it there however you can, and then you have time to work on it, to polish it, to increase your presence. Just do it and keep showing up for it, and over a period of time, and this can turn into something that is pretty good on a financial level for you. But you are going to need to survive through the most uneventful period in the beginning. If you are able to continue with the same drive, I see that this is something that's very likely to turn into a reliable financial source of income. Sorry, I talked a lot again.
It's perfect. Don't worry about that. Jane.
I've been very quiet because I'm actually being sat really channeling at the minute, so my voice might go. So I got 48 hours actual experience. I got sale, and calm. So basically, for the rest of the year, it's going to be pretty transformational for you, and you're going to be looking at ways into actually elevating the situation that you're in at the moment and actually create massive improvements. I would suggest there's going to be some things coming up that you might not have anticipated or that you told yourselves not going to happen in that sense. But with that, really use your intuition to try and see things that you might not necessarily see. Because in doing that, rounding off the end of the year, it's about you kind of putting energy into kind of creating things. Now it makes me feel very strongly like it's like creating plans or creating like going places, doing things, but it's an actual, there's an essence of action within it, but it's something that's not just appreciated by you, it's appreciated by others also. So it's actually a really transformational time for the rest of the year, because you're actually willing these changes to happen. You really want these improvements to be taking place, but the ways in which you're going to have to apply yourself, you are going to have to be very imaginative at times to be able to really get the most out of that. There is going to be some tough times still to be faced within the year, but by being creative, you know, you're really going to find ways in which you're getting over it and getting over the hurdles, but in ways in which you're able to do it with a smile, and a smile with others as well, and that's equally as important as anything with that.
And we wish you the greatest of luck with it, and hope that there is an upturn too.
We do.
Okay, Arwin, I have to show you the cards if it will let me. There. The funny thing is, I asked both systems the probability of your husband getting the job. Ring and ship are obviously, that's getting the job. But then we have the clouds in the center, but then the Kipper marries that with convene being almost the same as ring, and the business side of good gent being almost the same as ship, and then those gloomy thoughts in the middle. It's really 50-50 at the moment, Arwin. I know that sounds like a cop-out, but I would really lean harder on, even though these are such positive cards, with clouds being that awful Lenormand card, I would lean heavily on a no, or even the business itself not actually knowing themselves, so not actually honoring any contract with anybody until they've got their side sorted. So they weren't as positive as I was hoping they would be. But fingers crossed I'm wrong, and you can kick me in the teeth at Reader's Studio.
I mean, a lot of things to remember with that too is that I try to remind people, you're not the only one that applied, you know, you're not the only one that wants it. So like it's giving Hanged Man energy to me, you know, that like you're kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place. You applied, you can only do so much. What can you do? You can follow up and be like, hey, is there anything else I can do to get this job? But like in reality, like seeing something from the other side, seeing it from the other perspective, from the employer's perspective, is a good idea of just awareness, and not to like absolve anyone or to make it simpler or easier, but like to play chess with the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's always worth doing that, actually. See, my dad, you know, you mentioned chess, but my dad actually says to me, from when I was a dot, really, you know, treat everything in life like a game of chess, and like see the ways in which, you know, people move, things move, you move, what you do, how you do it, always, because you always have a way of moving forward no matter what it is that you're facing.
Yeah.
And I've always remembered that.
Absolutely. I love that.
Okay, let's jump into some more. This is
Arwin, you're I don't know what's wrong with you today.
What?
But she was like, I will kiss you in the teeth, and then she made me envision getting my tooth or my teeth kissed, and it's that's a kind of weird sensation. Why? Why would you do that?
My teeth.
Tells me
Why would you kiss someone's teeth? What's wrong with you, Arwin? like why?
Oh my God.
Okay, I think this is a really good one, Madam Adam. Where should I put my focus regarding work?
I can do that.
Yeah, I like that one. Maria, what is the outlook for the big project I'm planning? That sounds
Okay, Mary.
Jane, what should we focus? Spiritual occult practice, what should they be aware of?
Very nice.
Daniela, you can just put them in the comments if you want a read. Oh, Malkiel's on. Hi, Malkiel. And Helen. Hi, Helen. Hello, everybody, obviously. Okay, I'm choosing my question.
Right.
Okay, Madam Adam, you are free to go.
All right. What was the question one more time? Focus for work, right?
Yes.
Yes. Great to meet you guys as well. Thank you for having me. This is so fun. It's nice to share the load, honestly. It's nice to like spread the reads around. Just saying.
I'm actually looking for your read again so I can pop it up.
No worries.
Good. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Where should I put my focus regarding work? Perfect. Well, now me being me, my question, I answer your question with a question. If work is your focus, how's the rest of life? You know what I mean? That's going to be my question. If work is where you're, you know, tunnel visioned at, how's your wellness? How's your self-care? How are your relationships? You know what I'm saying? I always answer your question with a question. So, but where should you focus? I mean, when it just falls out of your mouth before the card flips over, it's almost annoying. I mean, literally Empress energy. So like they have this says here, she has everything a woman needs in abundance. She's at one with the forces of the mystical realms of the universe. The Empress energy to me is self-care incarnate. It's wellness. It's growing and evolving. Yeah, absolutely. So it's all of that. It's Empress energy is the focus right now. So although work, where should you focus at work? It's on maintaining work-life balance. It's on making sure that you're not burning the candle at both ends, that you're not cultivating sick days for nothing. Like cash in a day, babe. Like, so why? Yeah, we need to get back to simple balance. Two of Pentacles energy, the journey into equilibrium. I love that. Excuse me. Two of Pentacles energy to me always reminds me of the simplicity and balance that we need to find within ourselves. Twos come from the High Priestess. So that element of patience and stillness, the look inward, you need that to get back to simple balance and stuff like that. So navigating work going forward. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Walk the walk, honey. Talk the talk. Make sure that you're dressing the part, looking the part, acting the part. You can have anything the fuck you want to, apparently, as long as you believe you should have it and aren't like, where's mine? Like, go get it. Like, are you behaving in a way? Are you speaking on it? So I'm glad that we had the pep talk before I pulled the cards, because it seems as though the Empress present, you're the spirit of the divine feminine wants your ass and wants you to pay attention and spend time focusing on you. Work will be there, honey. So, but we need to make sure that you are, you know, behaving in a way that matches what you're looking for at work. Cute.
Yeah.
Great advice.
Yeah.
That's solid. Maria, you're up.
Yeah, I was reading for Mary about what the outcome of her big project is. And what I see here is that this appears to be a challenging project, and as well, it can be your big project to an extent, but the result is not completely in your hands. It appears that there are other people that also have a say in how this goes, and you can only do so much. You can prepare it, you can, expose whatever you need to expose, or express, or show them whatever you need to show them. But it looks like what you can do is basically a presentation of that project, and it is ultimately in the hands of others to validate that so that it can move forward. So it is important that you recognize what your role is here, and that you don't try to control things that you really can't control, because it is not your decision to make. Now, I see that this is something that has the potential to move forward, but that is going to require adaptation, and that is going to require changes. I would encourage you to think about to what extent your vision for this project being exactly as you want it is necessary, or, as I usually say, what are your good to have versus your non-negotiables. Because what I see is that the version of this project that can move forward is not the version of this project that you are working with right now. It's something polished in a way, or it's something adapted or changed based on the needs of those other people, or those other factors that are involved in bringing this forward. So adaptability is going to be a part of it if you wanted to take this, or to bring this forth. And it looks like something that has a slow development, so patience is also going to be required for you moving forward with this. Hope it helps.
Absolutely. Our dogs are at it again.
Yeah.
Jane, you're up.
So Jan wanted to know what they should be focusing on in the spiritual or occult practice, and what they should be aware of. What you really need to be focused on, the first and foremost, is it's almost like ancestral healing. There's some kind of blockages with regards to that. It's like fire and ice. There's so much power, but there's so much pent up power. It's almost like it's waiting to actually be released, and really focusing on the ancestors, so to speak, connecting with those, but in a way which actually empowers you. Don't allow yourself to become too blocked or become too fiery with that either. It's almost like a purging of ancestral wounds, but bringing you into your real own power. It's going to be badass.
Wow.
Badass.
Wow.
Unexpected.
Purging ancestral wounds.
Where did that come out? Channeling like, wow.
Those are big words, Jane.
They're really big. That sounds like you need a cup of tea for that.
I'm channeling, and it's just all just flying.
Oh, please no, it's you. They can see themselves.
They agree.
Yes. Hey, girls. I'm reading for the lovely Malkiel.
Hi, Malkiel.
Please go and sort our lovely dogs out. Malkiel, you want to know if this is the right year to move to Malta. I would say, and you've also asked about the people involved and whether you have the right contact person there. I would say it's something that you really want to do. It's a dream of yours. However, I would be questioning right now whether I know you're questioning whether it's the right time, but whether it's the right move for you right now. We do have another person in the mix. I presume the contact person that you are speaking about is somebody who came into your life recently, so it's not somebody you've known for years, and they have their own agendas. So I don't see them helping 100%. I see them more navigating you on to the right people. So finding the right people through them. So I don't think they're going to be around forever and helping you all the time. I see it more that you are going to be moving into a new circle of friends regarding the Malta expedition. And that's then going to take you on a different avenue with regards to Malta and whether it's the right place for you. It's going to be, I would say, this year difficult to find accommodation in Malta. I would say it is going to be quite challenging to find the right place in Malta for you, even to sort out your place that you have in Germany as well. So it doesn't say it's the worst year to do it. It just, the whole spread kind of has a question for you in that, is this really what you want to do? Is Malta the end goal, or has it become the end goal because of other people? So really question yourself as to the motives for Malta and whether it is the right place for you. And if you do decide to go down that route, then absolutely you can do it this year. You will definitely be traveling this year because we have all the cards around you to show that. I pulled a Lenormand GT. Just make sure, I would say, find new people, a new community there, so that you're not just relying on the one person, because they may be great, but at the same time, you don't just want to be relying on one person for such a big move for yourself. So absolutely, there is the possibility, if that's truly what you want to do, but I would say you will be questioning yourself as you go along as to whether it's the perfect place.
We're still waiting for him to come to Ireland, eh?
Yes, Malkiel, you're supposed to come here first. We've been waiting for 2 years.
Isn't low tax in the south, Southern Ireland has low
Malkiel
tax.
likes the weather, Jane.
Oh, well, he won't like it.
He won't like it here. It's too cold. It's too miserable.
You need to come to Spain again.
Yes, we all need to come to Spain where the weather's
Yeah.
warm. It says, how much is the tax here? He likes the low tax. It's Europe. It's not that low. It's
No,
a bit like,
Ireland's.
oh, Southern Ireland.
It's really thinking the tax and bringing all these, bring the money in. That's how they've become really rich.
Oh, we'll Google it for you. We'll get everybody to move to Ireland. We're going to have a commune of readers. Okay, I'll dish another one out if I am useful on these comments.
There's only 5% taxes in Malta.
5% taxes in Malta?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's better, isn't it?
I mean, it's low, but it's also tiny.
Malta is tiny. It's
Like,
got monkeys.
Malta is tiny. Like, there's only so much money that you need for that chunk of land. So,
A lot of British live in Malta. There's a lot of British people live up in Malta, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of British people live in Malta. I think Malta, isn't Malta not part of the
I don't know. It's smaller.
Commonwealth?
I don't know. Okay, Madam Adam.
Yes.
Cindy feels that all the signs are pointing onto her being onto something big and great. How does she stay open to whatever it is and continue to move forward?
Cute.
Maria, should I
okay.
my art career or become a tarot reader?
Okay.
Either or.
Why not both?
Yeah.
Probably you will need both.
Jane, doing something all together. How's the energy for a job change?
Well, so we'll see what we can do with that.
Yeah. Arwen has a second question. Will my vintage and OOP decks on eBay sell? See what I did? I want to hear more evil chuckles and giggles from Madame.
Oh, shit. Yep. Yep. I don't know. Will it? That's up to you.
Can you remember your question?
Yes.
Good, because I can't.
How do we stay open to the big things we're feeling
Yay.
our way? Yes. And I will say, I get a lot of new people on my lives and things. Every live I do, I have a lot of new viewers that are either new to tarot in general or new to me in general. And the largest like general consensus is people don't know how to ask questions for tarot. People don't know how to ask questions. So
we have to know.
I mean, like, right. We're just supposed to know what it is. Like, no, like, so I love that, the way that this person asked that question, because how can I stay open to this? It's not like, oh, what is it? Yes or no. I love a question that starts with a why or a how, you know? So little tidbit. So how can we stay open to make sure that we're receiving this and picking up on it? So I love that. Well, I mean, it starts at home, it seems. You can make sure that you are open to receiving properly by focusing on your home right now, making sure that home is a place that you can come back to, making sure that it's a place that is refuge, solace, safety for you. It's Four of Wands energy, where you reunite, where you reconcile that version of you with yourself. Home. People often call this card marriage, but to me, it's the marriage of the four corners. It's the marriage of the four elements. It's the marriage of you with the you present to others and the you that you need to recluse and kind of like relax into. So whatever this bigness is coming your way, you know, Cindy knows how to ask questions. She watches me all the time, period. So knowing that like home is solid and taken care of is a good thing. So, and the bigness that you're feeling coming your way is joy. So 10 of Cups energy, it's emotional abundance. So honey, it's not about money, job, tangible things. It's about how having those things would make you feel. So homework for the collective, make a list of the things that you're manifesting, the things that you're trying to gravitate towards you. And in a second column, list how having that would make you feel and pursue that, manifest with that instead of being so physical about it. What if you followed the feeling, right? So how we handle this is Knight of Swords energy. You stay ambitious. You stay ambitious. You stay quick thinking. You keep your drive for it. You stay open to it, to receiving it. But you need to make sure that home is like, you know, in order. Home is taken care of. That it's not like whenever we do events and Comic-Cons, our home is a tornado. It looks like the house fell in my house. So like, it's a nightmare. But like if we make sure that we shore up and we clean up and it's all good, that while we're dealing with chaos of the bigness out there, you know that your nest, your cave, your home is well kept and ready for you. That's what I got.
Magic. I think that's really nice. It made me laugh because our home's always like that.
Oh, same. Yeah. It's
I'm a whirlwind.
Yes, this camera's at an angle for a reason.
Yeah,
we all are.
We all are not showing that side of the room.
Don't look over there.
Okay, Maria, you are up.
Okay, so I was reading for A on two career options. On the one hand, we have what can she expect from pursuing her art career, and on the other hand, her tarot career. None of these options look self-sustaining in the beginning, which I would say, right? As Madam said right before, why not both? But probably you are going to need, in order to buy yourself the time for this to grow, probably you are going to need even a side real job TM, so that you can fund your very basics while you are working at this, it looks like both options are something that you can succeed on, even though honestly it looks like the art career is something that moves you on a very integral level. It is something that really resonates with who you are, with the way you move in the world, even if it sounds kind of cheesy. And this is something that would be very easy for you to integrate in your day-to-day life and to build a career on. I would say, though, in order for this one to work out, I would not just focus on making a living out of your art in one particular way. I would consider as well what other branches of it are there available for you, because while you might, I'm just making this up for the sake of the example, but you might want to I don't know, sell sculptures, and that can be something that you do. But there can be other artistic things that might be designing 3D stuff for other people. That is a sort of sculpting that is not exactly the one that you envision, but that can also be a source of income for you, so that over time you spend more time doing art or art adjacent things than you spend in having that real job TM that nobody really wants to have. On the other hand, when it comes to pursuing a career as a tarot reader, this is something that you could incorporate, even though it does not seem to be something that resonates with you on the same level as the art. And what I see is that this is just a matter of spreading the word and being very persistent in putting yourself out there. There's no magic pill for that one, based on the cards and based on the experience as well. It is just showing up and continuing to work on it. And I would say that more than a strategy for this one, what you need is time and the repetition for it to eventually grow. But no option is going to be something, for by what it looks, that is self-sustainable from the get-go. So I would think of these options as where you are heading in the long term, but you might need some means to an end, the kind of sustenance for a bit. Another half an hour reading by me.
No, but like, do something you don't care about, get a bullshit job.
Yeah.
Help you pay the bills, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, it means to an end kind of job.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to do this, but it's just buying time to do what I want.
I have people that need to do that as well. And it's like, if you get something that you're not emotionally invested in, you can dip out whenever you accomplish your goal, whenever you have the savings or whatever. That's so true,
Yeah.
I like it.
Jane, you are up.
So Daniela recently lost job as a journalist and feeling lost, thinking about doing something else altogether. How's the energy for that? Well, what I will say is, it's work. If you decide to go for something totally different altogether, it is actually going to work against you rather than for you. I do see that there is going to be an offer coming forth, and it's going to be something that's unexpected. I would suggest that there's a company or a place that you've worked for previous, maybe it could even be well back. You've maybe not had much contact with people there in the past, but there is going to be an offer coming forth from somewhere like that. So somewhere that you previously worked, there's a high probability of you getting a job from that. So I would start kind of reaching out to people that you know, in all previous work, in the line of work that you couldn't be doing, of course, but going down a different avenue isn't going to benefit you at this time. Stick with what you know.
All right.
There you go.
Sorry.
Sometimes what you know comes to your table, and actually
it is. It's like it's really, this job loss is an opportunity in itself, because it is going to bring something really like surprising forward. And the offer that you're going to get, you might not have heard out from them for a while or something. You might be even have applied something way back, but you're going to be, from it. Yeah.
I am reading from Martha, who asks where she needs to focus her energy and effort for the next 3 months Do all the things, Martha. It's really good to do all the things that you want to do. All the things that you love, you should be doing anyway. We have some amazing business cards in there as well. So if you're thinking of starting a new project, even starting a new job, or especially down the creative side of life, if you are thinking of veering off and starting that self-employed sideline that you were wanting to do, it's time to do all the things, because all the things are going to make you very, very happy. You don't actually, from the cards, need to have a part of your life that is left to the wayside, because you actually have the energy in the coming 3 months to do all the things that you love to do. So do all the things and make it the happiest 3 months going forward, where you really focus on the things that you actually love and with people that you love as well. Yay!
That was a grand rising.
We don't
happy reading in a moment.
We don't usually get those kind of.
Yeah, we don't usually do such happiness.
It was happiness in 9 cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are going to sadly have to say goodbye. It's been an amazing session. Thank you so much for joining us, from all of us, obviously. Yeah. Hope we can do more together in the future. You are always welcome with us. And if you don't follow Madam Adam, which I truly don't believe, Instagram, official Madam Adam, YouTube, Madam Adam LLC, Facebook, the same.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, TikTok. He doesn't need any more.
All the things. I'm on all the things. Yeah. So I did want to add as well, I am raising money on my Instagram right now for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. It's been my birthday fundraiser since about January, and I am like $200 away from my goal of $3,333. I like threes. So we're like $200 away from our goal. So help me out if you'd like, if you resonate with anything today, or you want to get some brownie points for karma, or just remind yourself that you're not a bitch.
So
go donate.
So head on over to Madam Adam Instagram and we will sort that out between all of us. Thank you so much. We will see everybody next time.
Bye.
Bye.